Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today's the day we're going to do it. We're getting now brand new protectors. We're going to have some fun. We're going to see what we do. Gotta remember where the other one is. Here we go. Right now we got 3 protectors. We got an EcoTEK. We got a LootLocks. We got a $7 a pop. We're going to compare these. We're going to put pops in them. We're going to push them off shelves. We're going to see how much damage they can take. And we're going to show you what's left. So, how we're going to do this, I'm going to go grab some pops. I'm going to show them to you so you see there's no damage. And we're going to go. Okay, now the reason I want to do this, I'm going to show you all 3 of the pops. Then I'm going to show you me assembling the protectors. And then we're going to see what happens. I bought a 4th one in case one gets destroyed right off the bat. Because we have this shelf that I'm going to show you. I'm going to push them off this shelf, let them hit the floor, see how they look. Then I'm going to go the next levels higher, and then we're going to see the damage and the weight and see how much they could take. Now, I do have hard stacks. We're going to compare those too. But, see the clearance? See here, this one here. Show you the pops. They're all really good pops. No damage. Kind of sucks that I'm going to destroy them. Pretty cool pop. But, again, got them all for really cheap, so we got 3 pops, no damage to them, all good. We have a 4th one over there for there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the EcoTEK, which is the one I think is going to lose. I'm making my prediction now. I think the EcoTEK is going to be the failure. To do the EcoTEK, you can't just push. You actually have to reach in, spread it apart, and then push. And then the bottom locks in. Sometimes you have to do like this because of doing, you have to push the bottom in with EcoTEK. See how it's so disformed? You have to work the corners, make sure that it gets there, fold, pre-fold, pre-fold, fold, pre-fold, fold, pre-fold. This is what it takes. Go through, fold, pre-fold. Now you push the bottom down and in so you're nice and in. Then you're going to take your pop. Now, as we talk about putting a pop in, you don't put a pop this way because the edges will catch the edge. You'll cause damage. You put the back part in. You sink it in. Now, I know it's funny because I have to teach people to see how it just drops right in. No damage. Nothing catches. Now, you can, if you go in this way, catch that edge. Hopefully, you're not that silly because all you have to do is pull it out like that. Gives you a big old gap right there to put that in. Feeds in, look at that. No damage to the pop whatsoever. Then you also lock it in. Whoops, I did forget to do something. Whoops. This is me. I forgot. Now, for the purpose of this, you're not going to leave the film on these. You're going to pull the film off. So with these, you pull the film. Peels off really nice and easy. The reason you do this, again, hold on, got a handy dandy trash right over there. Now I go back and do all this again because we're going to compare, and this is how it's going to be sitting on your shelf. Now you see this nice big round here? See how horrible that is? Work the top a little bit, work the top a little bit. Now you see it sets nice and flat. All you had to do was a little bit of work, nice and flat top, nothing big. There's your EcoTEK protector. EcoTEK. Now, $7 a pop. Can't push it. You do have to work it from the inside. You have to push the bottom again. Very horribly disfigured. So you got to work all the corners. Now, if you don't know, the $7 a pop feels thicker. If you were to compare this to this is a thicker product. Okay, same folding, working all the edges, working it all. Same thing, not a bit of difference. Bang. Another good pop, as we know. I showed you all those. Put it in. Now, comes with a film protector. You gotta pull all the film off. film on the $7 a pop tends to be a little stickier. It stays on the protector a little more, so it's a little bit more of a pain to get off and make sure that it's all off. I don't like the new way they changed some of this, but it works. It is what it is. Locked in. Skin. See the big old round is $7 a pop. Have to squeeze the top. Now you got to be careful, because obviously if you push in, you're going to cause damage to the pop. But even $7 a pop, this is one thing I don't know why they've never changed. Even with working it, you see it's still a little rounded. They've never changed it. They don't get as flat as the other ones do. So you always have that little bubble on the top. Again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because when you put the weight on it, if you double and triple stack like these, that does help absorb a little bit. But as you see the difference of, here you go, $7 a pop, you see the round, see how flat that looks from the EcoTEK. And again, how you can tell, nothing on the EcoTEK. $7 a pop has their $7 a pop logo. Pretty different, much thicker, feels like it would take more damage. All right, that's $7 a pop right now. Now we're on to LootLocks. LootLocks comes in these. Pull them off, nothing. Not complaining, they do come in there. LootLock, have to give it a little bit of a pull, pop, pops right in. Look at that, right to form, right to everything, bang. Now you don't have to necessarily do these, but I still do these so that they fall into place. They look like they're going to fall into place really easy, but I do still pre-fold. But again, you notice how much easier the LootLocks was to pre-fold. And again, feels a little thicker. I don't have the actual specs on them. You can look that up through LootLocks, your $7 a pop, and get the actual specs. Put it in, no working, perfectly flat, no nothing to do. Really, I'm a little bit rigid. This feels about as thick, but this feels a different, I don't know how to explain. The $7 a pop feels like a softer. This feels harder. But there you go. That right now, we have put the 3 in. We have all 3 of them in. And again, as you compare the flat to the flat here, flat to flat, you see the LootLocks definitely sets flatter, much nicer for the thing. Feels like it sets on the top. I do give LootLocks the advantage right now on how easy it was of these 3 for the first grade, putting them together and doing this right there. They all are nice and clean, all really good. But right now, if I had to tell you, I think LootLocks was easier to assemble, easier to put into the thing. But that's grade 1. If I'm going to say, I'm going to go with LootLocks for just assembly. $7 a pop was actually the worst. It's a little thicker. It didn't take and form as well. It took me a little bit to do it. The EcoTEK did form well. Sets flatter. EcoTEK has a flat top, but not as flat as the LootLocks. $7 a pop has the round on the top. For just look-wise, I'm going to go with the LootLocks right now of these 3. Now, there are other protectors out there I can go ahead and do. I've done Shumi in the past. I looked into getting, Vaulted, but Vaulted was just too expensive. I'm a smaller YouTuber on a budget, so couldn't really do it. Yeah, so here we go. We got LootLocks, we got $7 a pop, and we got EcoTEK. I didn't do Funko because that's paper. That ain't even worth it if you've ever had a Funko. I mean, you're better to wrap it in paper. All right, let's get to the next part of how we're going to do this. I'm going to show you my floor, and I'm going to set up a tripod. I'm going to try to be right here and show you off this desk, because there's a tripod we normally use. And I'm going to push them off that desk there, just a 2 shelf, a simple shelf where you would put them on the top where they might fall. That's stage 1 I want to do. Then I'm going to put them up here on top, pick one of these tops, probably right there because it's easier, and I'm going to push them down here. It's going to be onto my floor, so it's a controlled substance. Controlled, it will all be the same. Then eventually we're going to go to one of those shelves so you can see what happens when it hits something solid. We're going to compare the 3 different drops so that you can see. So what I'm going to do is set a tripod up and set it like this, and you're going to watch me literally just push them all the same and then we'll compare how each drop does. This could be a longer video. That's why I might do the hard stacks in another video, but I just wanted you to see the controlled situation and what we're going to do. 3 things. It should be the same yearly to your house. I know your carpet's different. My carpet is different. But if we do them all the same, we then get a comparison of the same. Don't mind my little fan there. Helps to grab some air. Now, here's how we want to do this. We're going to start with each one at a time. You see me pulling them here. I hope you see this. And then we'll stop in between each one just to let you see. Now I want to see how well this looks. First thing we're going to do, we got the EcoTEK sitting right there. Your friendly little EcoTEK sitting right there. You can see that. See it's centered in there. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stand over here. No force from me, but slowly pushing it. And when it falls, it falls. So you see it fall. There you go. You see how it hit the corner? See how it did that? No damage, no nothing. Nothing I could say for the EcoTEK from a small fall. Then we're going to go with the $7 a pop. Do the same type of thing, as slow as we can. I guess what I could have done, I'll do something else here. Trying to see it go. One time before. It pretty much eerily similar right here on the corner. No damage, everything's good. Now the LootLocks. They all pretty much caught that same corner, so they fell the same. No real damage, nothing. Picked up a piece of dirt from the carpet, but no damage. Pop's good, protector's good. Hold on, just for you guys, here is the one without a protector, which is what I should have done to start. And the ones in the future, I will do this to start. Same type of way. See it go, see how it bounced. Actually, you got a little bit of stuff here. Not seriously a lot, not a lot of much, but a little bit of damage there. A little bit on the corner. Nothing major. All right, just like we said now, can you see the pop all the way up there? Now in this one, we're going to start doing it this way. We're going to start with the one all the way up there. We're going to start with the unprotected one. All the way up, just like your little normal shelf. Push it down slowly. Let it flat. No real damage. Well, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I don't know if you can see that right there, but this all creased right in. So we do have a crease in there. That was with no protector. Now, EcoTEK. Sorry, I can't see this, so I have to make sure if it's still on before we do this. I'll edit some of that out. All right. Here we go, EcoTEK. EcoTEK. No damage to the pop, no damage to the protector. Still pretty good. Surprisingly, we're all still even really good. $7 a pop. Here we go, here we go. They're all hitting pretty much the same, so you can tell they're coming about the same. You know, even from that high, nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take a glance in there. No, this pop has no damage, but the $7 a pop. If you look very closely, you can see a bubble right there in that pop. It did not protect it as well as I thought it would. $7 a pop has a crease right through there. That's a shocker. I would have thought the thicker one would have protected it better. Here we go. LootLocks. They're all hitting nearly similar. LootLocks. Nothing. But the LootLocks did pop open without having the tab in there. It did not hold set. So the LootLocks did actually release a little bit. But no damage whatsoever to the pop. No crushing. Okay. Now you can see it all the way up top there. It's going to come down. I'm going to push it down onto that cement floor instead of the carpet and see what happens. You won't see me as much. Again, we already have the little bit of damage here, but this is this. This is the unprotected one. Woo! There you go. That one, we got some nice corner roundage. Hopefully you can see all that. Definitely more creasing. See the line starting to form there. That's what happens if they fall from that high without a protector. Now, we're going to go with the EcoTEK. All the way up here. EcoTEK. EcoTEK hit pretty solid. Did crease through there. The EcoTEK managed to take and hit really solid, but you can see the crease through here, which again, $7 a pop did that at the short value. EcoTEK did it from the high value. Still, a lot of protection. Pop still decent. $7 a pop. Here we go. All the way up. $7 a pop. Okay. No real more day. Oh yeah, never mind. I'll have to double check the other one. You see right there the damage it got. The whole corner's all crushed in. The crease is a little bit more, but this corner got really mashed. Let me go ahead and look at EcoTEK real quick. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Going back to EcoTEK, I have to roll back because I didn't check that as well. EcoTEK has some corner damage as well. Now, here we go. LootLocks. Still no damage, no nothing to the pop. Still really good. Held up all well. Now we're going from a high point onto cement. Okay. As you see, it popped open. Cracked the EcoTEK LootLocks really well cracked it. But, ladies and gentlemen, the least amount of damage, but it does have some damage right here in the corner from that high onto cement. Little bit of creasing there. Little bit, not as much. But, to be honest with you, compared to no protection, definitely the better of the three. The pop protector took the damage. Ooh, got the other side too. Popped out here as well. We're going to go over here to the medium shelf, see if I can get them to land any different way to show you some different stuff. This is a little bit higher in the medium. I don't want to go that way because I don't want it to go there. Onto cement. Still at the top. This is the out of box one. Ooh, this damage. Look at this. This caved right in. Let's see if we can get to land on. So hitting the top in there. A lot of damage to this thing. As you see, the more it falls, the more. This is the. Yeah. This one here is the one. Don't really know at this point. I guess we should have done this, but since this is out of the box. Ooh, inside. This is all crushed and broke. I didn't realize that from all the top dropping. Pop's fine. That's all junk. Okay, put the pop there. Now let's go with the EcoTEK. Medium height. This is the side that has some damage. So we're going to go with this side out, trying to get it to land on this side, onto the cement from a medium height. Still landed on the top. Didn't do much more damage to the top. So we didn't get what we wanted. We're trying to get to land on the side. A little bit of force. Still wants to land on that top. Now, what I can tell you, and I don't know why it's never landed there, you got damage on the bottom now. You can see it's starting to push the bottom of the pop out. It's crushed in the corners here. So we have two in a medium thing. The EcoTEK, I mean, really, with all these drops, if this was here, to just have that, that's not really super damage. It has held up for the money wise. Pretty nice. One more just because. There's a flip and a pop. We got it to hit the side. Some more damage here. Got a little bit of damage. EcoTEK started to pop, started to come out. More on the corner. But still, for all that, pretty good. $7 a pop. Okay. Also pretty much well. Here we go. This is the good side. We're trying to get to land on there. Hit the top again. A lot more pop up here. See this all here from the top. Caving in that side some more. But again, sort of the same. Let's try one more time, see if we can get the side. Gravity's not cooperating so well, folks. A little bit of a push. Nope. There you go. Again, if I had to say, I mean, for the damage of $7 a pop, you can see the inner liner has now popped. See it in there? The pop inside is taking damage, but the box itself has done pretty well. Like we did with the other one, trying to. We give it a little flip. We got it to hit the side we wanted to. Again, the inside has taken a lot of damage. You can see there. But the box itself has held up pretty well. Here we go, LootLocks. This one has a little bit of a disadvantage at this time because it has popped the other side. But we're going to go here. Go down here at the medium. Still hit the top. Still not having that lock in has been its big downfall. Now we have rolled the corner of the box a little bit. The LootLocks is breaking up, but the front display is pretty good. The pop inside doesn't seem to be taking any real damage. Put the top back down on the LootLocks. One more time, just like we did trying to with a little bit of push. Again, coming out. The pop protector has taken a lot of damage. Pop still has that same damage right there in the corner from when it fell. Nothing major. The inside of the pop as well. Believe it or not, that's something crazy I never thought about when we started this. The inside of the pop. Now as we did here with a flip and the fall. We didn't get a good hit with that. The protector is pretty much shit. But the pop, mind you, and that's what you're trying to do here. If you look at this, the pop itself has some damage here, a little bit of damage here, not as bad. Let's pull it out. I guess it don't matter. This could be finger damage for me because this is pretty much caught. Nothing major. Let's see if the inside looks bad. No! The inside, this pop is amazing. The box made it out pretty well. I mean, had a little bit of damage there. Some here, I'll have to check the other. The protector did not survive as well. But the pop, you know, that's going to be an interesting thing to decide. If it wasn't winter, I'd get a little crazier and go outside, do some silly stuff. Let me ask you guys some stuff. This to me was pretty conclusive. It blew my mind. I was shocked the EcoTEK did as well as it did. For price-wise and for feel-wise, I would have thought $7 a pop would have been better. I was really kind of shocked by that. I don't know if that's that round. Now as we go through the final comparison, let me do it this way. We're going to take EcoTEK. I didn't pull it out. Didn't even have to undo that, pretty much. EcoTEK started everything. EcoTEK is blown out through here. You can see that. See the back corner smashed here. See the bottom all pushed in. Not bad. Some damage through here. Surprisingly, I mean, here and here are the major parts of damage. Now I'm going to do the same way I open the one. Just come in here. I do need to check the inside. I was wrong. It's part of the inside of it. So, pull the pop itself. I mean, this is still pretty much in here. You got some blown holes through here. Nothing but a little crack right here. So, the EcoTEK did have inside damage. We're talking spot it. I mean, you got the blowout edges here. You got the blowout edges here. You've got each corner is pretty much dented. So, but from everything we did with that, to see this box still be in this decent of a shape, you can buy pops right from the store in worse damage than this. I think the EcoTEK did a good job. Let's look at $7 a pop real quick. One more thing real quick. The EcoTEK protector wise, actually still in decent shape. I mean, the biggest damage to the protector is the corners. But other than that, I mean, still here. Still setting kind of flat. Got the protector. And you could put it back together. I mean, protector itself still isn't super bad. I mean, I've seen people ship with worse protectors. $7 a pop. Now, $7 a pop. We'll go over the first thing here. I mean, you got a lot of damage right here, which still ain't bad. You got some damage right here, which ain't bad. We all know the inside damage. Slight hole knocked through right here. Another slight hole right here. But again, if you look at it from the outside, not bad. You wouldn't complain too much about this. Now, once we get in, take a look. See how it still doesn't hold its form? Still goes back to nothing. You still have to work on it. That is the solidness. It is really solid, and it does hold up. And again, when you put it back in, you can still see the round. But again, not a bad protector. Held up pretty well. Still there. But now you start to see the smash corner. The blowout. And really, that's it. Oh no. You got a little bit of blowout right here. See how it's starting to separate? But still, not bad. I don't like opening pops this way. This is not how I open pop. But since I did them all that way they can't complain about that. Now let's look about the inside. Inside. Pop is good shape. Whole top is blown apart. Broken through there. Slight split there. Inside, you know, comparable. Really comparable. And if I had to look at the boxes, well, there's even more in here. Sorry. So there's more breakage to show everything in there. Now, if you take the boxes, and you take the $7 a pop box, the EcoTEK, you would much rather have the $7 a pop box. EcoTEK has way too many blowouts. This really only has the big crease through here. This. You don't even hardly notice this here. The bottom didn't take a lot of damage. The front didn't take a lot of damage. So really, to compare the two boxes so far, I'd say $7 a pops is nicer. And a lot of this you can all look. This is why I'm showing you. You're allowed to form your own opinion. This one you see me pull it apart out there because I wanted to, because I seen the damage to the inside. And yeah, this is the LootLocks. Just wanted to check the inside because you couldn't tell that the inside was damaged. Once I took it apart, it is damaged right here. It did look to be the better hold up. It did look to hold better. But once you took it out, the inside was damaged. The pop itself is also good. And again, little crease here. The crease here. All of them seem to get this crease right here. So that's pretty much all the same. The bottom, other than me taking it out, not a lot of damage on the bottom. Yeah, but the protector, on the other hand, the protector took way more damage. The LootLocks did really well. I would think that you'd want a spring for the lock, the tab. I never used to be a big fan of the tabs. I don't like them as well because I always worry about them. But after seeing this and comparing one without a tab to two with a tab, I think the tab is way better the way to go. If LootLocks had one with a tab, or I know I got some that had them and some that didn't, maybe I'd want to redo this video and recompare. But the protector itself did not hold up as well. I was shocked by the way the protector fell apart and blew apart really quick. But the box, again, trying to compare with the $7 a pop. If you look at the two damages, $7 a pop, see how much worse it is. LootLocks has it, but it's not as bad. LootLocks did get some of the side. You started to crease, but not as bad. LootLocks, the box held up better. To me, it's a much better box. You're not going to see all the damage. The tear did happen when I took it out, sorry. You know, there's a little crease right here. But in wise, if you're going to look, to me, $7 a pop, LootLocks, one. EcoTEK did all right for the price. You guys will have to compare price. I didn't compare price. But for the boxes, this is what's funny. Even as I did all that, when I got done, I thought EcoTEK was going to win. I thought LootLocks did the best to protect the pop, but it fell apart. I thought $7 a pop was right in the middle. I didn't think it was as good. But now after taking them out and surveying the damage and what actually happened, the two pops could have survived other than the internal, all of the internals from the stuff. The boxes themselves survived and did better in what damage we did. And most of that was kind of normal damage. The only thing we did that was different was flipping them in the air. But falling from shelves at normal size. Most people, you know, we didn't get a lot of damage till we went to the cement. So if you got carpet, that helps add a little bit of protection. So when you're placing your shelves, kind of look at that. The carpet to non-carpeted area makes a difference. You know, just thoughts for your protection. I am shocked at how much better the two boxes were. I mean, because I can't get over this EcoTEK. I mean, the corner just destroyed. Both the bulges here. It just, the EcoTEK, the bottom. So many more. But if you've seen, and if I pulled out the one without a protector, the protector's made a heck of a difference. So EcoTEK does all right. It does. And for the price wise, you have to decide if that's right for you. For the price wise, you know, maybe it's the question of what are you protecting. Now with that thought, let's go check out. Let me clean up some of the, and then we're going to go to checking the hard stacks. All right. Funko. Now, Funko has made a change. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Is they have now just a top and no bottom. It doesn't take off. But they come like this. You can get them for like $5. $7, $8 at Walmart or Target. Pretty good. We're going to set that there. EcoTEK. EcoTEK was like 11. Never pulled it out of here. We're going to pull it out and see. Never even had an EcoTEK protector. Can't tell you any different. If I had to tell you this thing, they're about the same. I'll have to compare them. They look a little wider. The EcoTEK and the Funko seem to be the same. Now Funko comes with a plastic protector. This did not. Comes pretty clear. I'm telling you, this is why I want to do this. Is like how to get this out of here without messing it up. They don't have a tear point. There's no tear point or anything on it. So you're taking the thing of trying to scratch it to break it. I'm running my finger along the seam and peeling it off. Got it pretty decently. Must be smarter than the thing. Okay. Funko! Top stays on, pretty solid. Comes right out of there. Now, I don't know with these, and I'll have to try. I'll have to see. I don't know if I'm going to do it this video. Some of the older pops are a little bigger, so they don't always fit in these. I know $7 a pop made an adjustment for that, because if you got some of the older protectors at $7 a pop, they didn't fit it, but the newer ones, they do. I'm impressed with the top. That was a big issue with these. They used to fall off all the time. Top tends to stick on. Maybe after repetitiveness, they might fall off. Now, here you go. The big dogs of them. $7 a pop. Really thick. Magnet. Really awesome magnet. Really solid. Here you go. Never done one of these. It's a LootLocks. I'm seeing this just like the EcoTEK. I'm seeing this for the first time. We're going to compare and see what the LootLocks is like. Taped in here really, really well. Okay. Comes with feet. That's kind of neat. I mean, it is a difference. It is kind of a added thing that's kind of nice. You can put it on there. I don't know. I've never seen that. I don't know why. Holy cow. You can feel the difference. You can see the difference. And I haven't even got this all the way out just in thickness. Holy cow. This thing is massive. You know, you would definitely have to change shelving. Really huge. Just massive. Top does set really well. Really, really well. But way more effort to pull this off, these four than these four. Now, as you see the difference here, like there you go, I can't pull this top off one-handed. This one, I can pull it off one-handed. See the difference in the thickness of these bad boys? You're not going to make a difference. I do like the enraised, so you can see the $7 a pop logo. This one I've got to turn it just right for you to see it, but it is there, the LootLocks. But again, it's not about them, even though it is about marketing. And you can just see the difference in thickness. I mean, yeah. But again, the difference in cost, that's where you have to decide what you think. Really cool protectors. These are the ones I would want to go with for any of my big stuff. If I didn't have an option, until I could get those, I would use these. But, yeah. I'm going to cheat and use the box. Like here. $7 a pop. Grab it. Drops in. Would I do that with a Grail? No. Really nice protector. Awesome. I mean, I got a lot of these in my collection. I like these. If I had a pop that was worth a bunch of money, holy cow, I can't even explain to you the difference of the feel of this bad boy. I mean, the weight. You got to two-hand it. It connects so much better. Go. And it makes a difference what side you put it on. I was trying to put it on wrong. I mean, look at the difference just in thickness. I would do this with a Grail with this. This thing is just amazingly thick. You hear that knock difference? There you go. Totally thin. You know, it's your opinion. Even with a 20% discount, these are like $16 to $18 each. These, you get them on deals. You can get them for 10 to 12. If money's an issue, I'm going this way. If money's not an issue and I'm putting a $1,000 Grail, I don't have a $1,000 Grail. My highest is a $300. For me, I could go with that. But if I had a big dollar pop, I'm telling you, this bad boy, you just got to see the thickness and feel it. Holy cow, I mean, I just can't even begin to explain this. But again, you're not going to take and trying to do this and trying to put it apart and put it in your protection. Not going to happen. I mean, this is... I guess I could have showed it like this. Would make a big difference too. Okay, try and see. Pickup wise, look at how much thicker that is. That's straight from the table. Table. Straight up. That is way thicker. So if you do your shelves the way I do, I can only do 3 of these high in an autograph section. or 2, and I have to put something else above it. To try to do 3 of these, if I did 2 of these, you'd never put another pop in there. So you're going to take a 3 shelf. So it's going to be, space is going to become the issue with these. But my Lord, are they nice. I can't get over how well they just set in here. I'm still playing with it. This is the first time. It is just so thick and so massive. Which I have to wonder about the inside now as I'm playing around here for you guys to see. Try and do this the best I can. Corner to corner, the $7 a pop is actually thicker out. The walls aren't thicker. The side walls on this are way thicker. Front walls are... Front walls are close to the same. It's the side walls that are the difference. And I'm going to say, from that, I don't know that these LootLocks would fit in the old pops. And I'm going to have to check that because $7 a pop made the switch to make it wider inside. I don't know that they've had this yet. So let me go see. I will grab the wife's Cheshire Cat, the old one. Okay, I grabbed the wife's Cheshire Cat, the old blue box 2013. We're going to see how well... Again, you can't get this magnet off with one hand. You have to hold the thing. It is thick. And again, having the $7 a pop in here. There you go, 2013, couple $100 pop. This is one of my biggest grails. Fits in there really nice. It does fit. Dropped right in, really nice. Blam, blam. The clarity, definitely leaving that in there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's the Cheshire Cat. It fits in. I was kind of worried about the inside, but it actually gives a little bit of a snug fit. That's my wife's original Disney Cheshire Cat. You gotta tell me, I mean, I love this LootLock protector. It is amazing. It is massive. The magnets are extreme. Can't get over it. But I do like my $7 a pop. Again, this one's been there forever. You can kind of see some of the differences. I mean, even here, as I take $7 a pop to $7 a pop, where they made it just a little thicker to get it, so that because some of the older ones didn't fit in. You let me know, because a lot of this stuff isn't based off just the thing. Because as you saw, the protectors really did help protect, but the difference was kind of minor. But if I had to say with the soft protectors, I'm going to go EcoTEK glass. Then I'm going to go $7 a pop. I think LootLocks did the best protecting. The protector didn't hold up. But protecting the pop, which is what we are, that's my, you know, you got to make that decision as well as I do. If you had a pop drop, you know, it's not going to take multiple hits. It's going to take 1, maybe 2. The LootLocks stood up. But through everything we put it through, I mean, what we put it through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 drops. I think the LootLocks held up really well. You let me know what you think and what you thought was the favorite. And, you know, it's a lot of different personal opinions on this. We all have our own. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think down in the comments, and we can talk this out. And, you know, if there's questions of what you think, maybe there's something that I didn't notice or didn't talk about that maybe you saw and you wanted to talk about. You know, it's all here. We could throw it out here. That's this about. That's what we started this channel for, was to help with the information to try different things. In these protectors, the solid EcoTEK is too high priced. I'd go buy these before I bought this. I mean, you see the UV blue in there. You see the plain plastic. You're paying 11. You're paying 7 if you go to Walmart, maybe $8, and you can get them on a deal. I can find these all the time. Most of the time on clearance for Walmart or from other places for around $5. You know, they are what they are. Then, for predominantly, I think I'm going to go with $7 a pop, because I don't have a discount code. Which, by the way, if you do want to try some of these LootLocks, the protectors and the thing. Here's a code from Mikey, Captain Collectibles now, not Captain Pops as I know him. I've been watching him too long. But Captain Collectibles, he put this, and here's Mikey's code for 20%. But I put that in there for you, so now you can go ahead. If you want to try LootLocks, you can at least save 20%. They're a little more expensive. But my Lord, let me tell you, if you got a pop that's worth it, that's worth that big money, that says it all, man. I mean, so solid. I can't get over that bad boy. Locks right on there, really nice top. Really impressed. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending a little bit of time here at Pophouse. Have a blessed, beautiful day. Remember to get a hold of your loved ones. Let them know that you care. It means a lot. Hey, you know, conversation, let me know. This is what we did. This was our thought for protectors. All I got to say is have that blessed, beautiful day. Remember, subscribe if you're new here. After you subscribe, there's a little bell right there. It's called notification bell. Let you know we put a video out almost every single day. Whether it's a hunt, whether it's a short, it's something coming at you every day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have a blessed, beautiful day. Thanks for spending a little bit of time here at Pophouse. Peace.